Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. Today we are making one more outside the box card using the May 2021 paper pumpkin kit called Batter Up. We all love baseball and the kit is really neat. It's got some really great elements to it, but I've had lots of requests for non-baseball themed cards using elements from the kit. So I've put this one together using Vine Design. The thing I love about this is the contrast between the stripes. This is an element from the kit, and the floral. And then how using one of this Scalloped Contour dies echoes the kind of floral rhythm. And then how the enamel dots from the paper pumpkin kit kind of echo the dots in the greeting. So let's go ahead and get started. So what we need for this one is one of the die cut punch outs from the kit, and I have trimmed it to 4 inches so it'll lay across the front of my card. I've used a bumblebee card base, a piece of the white cardstock in 5 1/4 by 4, and then an additional piece of cardstock, I think it's 4 by 1 1/4, to be able to cut the greeting out with the die. So as long as your die fits on your paper, you're good to go. Doesn't matter what the size of the paper is, as long as the die fits on there. So what did I do? Well, I used real red and garden green to stamp the background. So I stamped the flowers in real red and I added some leaves in the garden green. I also stamped the happy birthday greeting, which is also from the Vine Design set, on the card in the real red. So let's get started. I'm just going to ink up my stamp, make sure that it's got good coverage. I'm just stamping away on another piece of paper. And I'm just going to randomly stamp the flowers. And remember, when you stamp off the edge, you're going to end up with a line on your stamp. So make sure you ink up really well on the next round, just so that you don't end up with that kind of shadow on your card front. So I'm just going to continue stamping here. I don't have to do much in the middle because we are actually covering the middle up. So I really do appreciate hearing all your feedback, your comments, your questions, your suggestions for cards. Love hearing everything. And thank you so much for taking the time to comment. It's easy to watch a video and then just scroll on to the next one. So I really do appreciate it when people take the time to stop and comment and tell me what they liked and tell me what they'd like to see. A lot of my card videos actually come from suggestions or requests from viewers. You know, the non-baseball related card, or you know, can you do something with a kit? Do some outside the box ones with a kit. So yeah, I am absolutely happy to accommodate requests and go from there. And I do respond to all of my comments. Depending on time zone, it might be a couple of hours, but I do actually respond quite quickly. Like I say, depending on time zone, if you're in Australia, it might be tomorrow when I answer. See, and I've got a hollow there. So I am just going to try and stamp over it. I've made a shadow, but if I was doing this card to give away, I would start again. But just for the sake of the video, I am not going to start again. I will just carry on so you can get the effect of creating the card. So if you are making a card and you have a bit of an oops like that, you can, if it's in the middle, you can either cover it up with an element, or you can work around it. You can, that's where you place your greeting. You've heard me in videos before saying, oops, I made a mistake. That's where the greeting's going. It just really is completely up to you. Cards don't have to be perfect. Now, obviously, if you've got a big oops like that, you might want to redo it or cover that up somehow. But these are handmade cards. There is going to be a level of variation in the finished product. So I am just going to center this and drop it down. And I've realized I haven't stamped the leaf on the happy birthday. So let me just go ahead and do that. Let's just make sure I've still got good coverage, and I do. And I'm just stamping this so that the leaf kind of overlaps a little bit. Just like that. Fits right in there, in between the H and the B and the happy birthday. I dimensionalized the punch out from the kit, and I just put a dimensional in each corner and then one in the middle. And you can layer that up, and then we're going to cut out the greeting and just use the Stampin' Seal adhesive to attach it to the mat here. So this is exactly 4, so it fits perfectly in the middle here. And I'm just going to make sure I'm a bit more centered, and then I'm just going to drop it down like that. So then I need to use my cutting plates here, and I'm just placing this on here. I'm lining it up so that the birthday is aligned with the bottom of the die, and it's wiggled. So I'm going to do it up here on the actual cutting surface, and then I don't have to pick it up. So there we go. I'm just going to run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And then when we pull it out, we've got the reading. Now, the nice thing about this is, even though this is stamped kind of higher than the edge, because of the way the die is, it's still incorporated along the kind of the eyelet edge. And this just gets some adhesive put on the back, and it gets centered on here. And the nice thing is, we know we're centered with these because we've got about the same amount of distance on each side. So when I lay this down, if I can see the same amount of yellow through each of the little windows, I know that I'm straight. So there we go. What I did is I took the enamel dots and I just put them wherever I thought it needed a little bit more detail in an open space. I just put one on here to kind of focus on the greeting, and you can pop them wherever you like. So I used 5 on here. You can use as many as you want, but that is the finished product. And that's one without a shadow on it. So thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate all of your comments and your suggestions. As I said, if there is anything you'd like to purchase from this video, please use the links below, and we will see you next time.